Okay, perfect. So pretty much guys, outside of the updates, again, you definitely want to take notes 1,000%. And I want you guys to tag your mentor in one thing that you guys got from this call on social media, right? I want you guys to tag one thing because this is the thing. You have to show people what you're doing behind the scenes because this is the thing. In order for people to believe what you do, you have to first show them that you actually doing something behind the scenes because they wondering, right? So don't forget to do that 1,000%. But pretty much, guys, you have to understand this, guys. I pretty much believe I want you to drop a two in the chat box if you feel like you stuck. Drop a two in the chat box if you feel like if you feel like you stuck. Let's be honest. If you feel like you stuck, or you feel like you feel like you stuck, you feel like you've been in the same place. Drop a two in the chat box. If you feel like you're not moving how you really want to move, drop a two in the chat box. If you feel like you ain't really moving how you really want to move, right? Drop a two in the chat box if you feel like you should have already been at your goals. If you should have already been having your goals done, drop a two in the chat box. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Check this out. See, one thing that we have to understand is this, guys. See, every day you wake up, you have to understand it's something that's bigger than you. And I said this on my Instagram live the other day. It's something that's bigger than you, guys. You have to understand the two reasons why most people stuck is because of two reasons: awareness and environment. Awareness and environment. Guys, what's the definition of awareness? The definition of awareness is knowledge or perception of a situation or fact. Knowledge or perception of a situation or fact. So basically, what that means is, guys, people are stuck or not where they want to be because you still don't understand something, guys. I'm gonna say this: you don't perform, you don't live based on what you do. You live based on what you understand. And this one thing I had to realize, even within myself along my journey, guys. I'm looking at most of you guys, and I'm like, okay, man, I've been in the same process. I can look exactly where you at right now and determine like where you at in your process because I've been there and I understand. So you where you at right now because it's something that you do not understand. And the second thing is an environment. So one thing I'm here to tell you guys what you need to understand just in general is, guys, every day when you wake up, the first thing that you need to do, you need to make prayer. Listen to me. I'm not about to get super spiritual, but you need to make prayer. Listen to me. Listen to me. You need to make prayer the number one thing in your day. And I'm not about to get spiritual, but I want you guys to understand how I'm able to make it this far, how I got this far at 21 years old. Do you understand? I'm gonna say this. In my life right now, I got no worries, no problems. I'm straight. I'm good. Whether you guys choose to do something or not, I'm cool. 1,000%. I'm good. I promise you I'm good. Why? Because I understand something. What did Chubb say? Chubb said that it's a reason why people where they at right now, because they understand something that you might not understand. You see what I'm saying? And every day when you wake up, guys, I'm gonna tell you this. Since I've been making that a huge part of like my business, my life, my literally when I tell you anything I ask for, I get anything. And I'm telling you guys can do the same thing. When I got to a place where I felt like I was stuck, I got wisdom. So every day when you wake up, guys, you need to ask, seek God, whoever you believe in. I believe in the man above. You need to seek him and ask him for wisdom. Listen to me. Ask him for wisdom. Ask him for understanding. Ask him to raise your awareness. Ask him to give you strength, and ask him to give you protection. Because this is the thing. He is the word. I want y'all to understand how he think. This y'all think it's a thinking process. So an example, if I'm asking God for wisdom, this is stuff that I typically do. I would ask God for wisdom, and I would sit and I would wait till he speak back to me. So what I would do is I would go on YouTube, and then I would refresh my browser, and then it'd be a random video that pops up, and I would read the words. It would say boom, 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 and then I would watch it. And when I watch it, I'm like, wow, this is what I needed. It happens every single day. every day. Or I would go on social media, and then the first thing that pop up on my timeline, or like when I go to search, you see like the explore page, it be things that I've been thinking about, that I've been asking God for, it be popping up right there. See, I'm telling y'all this. God doesn't have a problem giving you what you want. He doesn't have a problem. Like, guys, you just have to ask for it. So if you're in a place and you feel like you lost, God, can you give me wisdom for this situation? Can you give me wisdom for this? He gives it to you. And what he does is he sends it to you right away. You just have to pay attention to it, right? So ask God for wisdom. Ask him for understanding on the wisdom that he gives you, because he's gonna give you understanding, right? If you need more awareness in business, marketing, put me to the test. I want y'all to put me to the test. Ask him for something specifically. Ask him for something specifically. And when you ask him for something specifically, wait on him to show up, because he will send it to you. If you need wisdom with social media or something, ask him for it. Guys, when I needed wisdom with trading, guess who came into my life? Mike Navarrato. When I needed wisdom for cryptocurrency, who did I watch? The other Mike on Go Live. When I needed wisdom, spiritual growth, who showed up? My pastor, Dr. Galena. What I'm saying is, he don't have a problem giving you what you want. We just have a problem with asking. And because we don't ask, guess what? We sit in the ignorance. What I just say, the number two things why people stuck: awareness and energy. I'm talking about awareness right now. I'm showing you guys how to raise your awareness. Guys, most people are living in ignorance. Guys, we wasn't designed to be stuck in the same place. We wasn't designed to live life in cycles. Guys, we was designed to thrive. But the reason why we don't thrive is because we don't understand certain things. We don't understand. Why? Because we're not looking for it. See, God is not a person that just gives it to you. You have to seek it. Whatever you want, you have to seek it. You have to seek it, get it, understand it, apply it. That's how life transformation happens. But a lot of people, they don't seek it because they're not asking. Or when they do get it, they don't get an understanding because they don't get an understanding. It's the cycle. Guys, time is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. So this is the thing. You can see people choose to sit in ignorance for weeks, for days, weeks, and months before they quit something. When all they could have just did was just get an understanding to change their circumstances like that. So ask God for wisdom, understanding, awareness, and strength. Why do you need strength? Because you need energy to go through the day. You need energy to face the day's problems, because they're going to show up. You need strength to be able to focus on your goals more than distractions. Right? Why? And then you ask them for protection. Why do you need protection? You need protection because distractions are going to come every day. Hey, God, can you protect me from any distractions? God, guys, I'm telling you this. This is how you live in the supernatural. You losing your fight. You losing the battle because you're not asking. You're not living in understanding. See, when you live in an understanding, you in a good vibration. You feeling good. You always doing. You always accelerating. You're always advancing. But when you're not living in understanding, guess what? You live in a negative vibration. You don't know. And because you don't know, you worry. And when you worry, you attract negative thoughts because you live in ignorance. Ignorance is not knowing. Raise your awareness. And when you raise your awareness, and this is the thing, how else do you raise your awareness? Get into the right environment. What is the right environment? You get around your mentor. What is the right, oh my God, I got it. What is the right environment? The right environment is Go Live. The right environment for entrepreneurship is the Zoom links. The right environment for you is the Zoom links. The right environment is Go Live. The right environment is showing up to the meetings. The right environment is going to the events. That's the right environment, because when you're around them, you're raising your awareness. Guys, 97% of people live in ignorance. They don't know that they don't know, and they don't know. But the thing with you know that you don't know, but you choose to still live in ignorance. Why do you choose to live in ignorance? Because you won't show up to the environments. You won't. Why? Guys, I never heard of somebody successful that spent all the time by themselves. No, guys, everybody that guys, this is the thing. If in entrepreneurship, people lose because you have to forcefully put yourself in the right environment. Even if you're not around a mentor, guys, I used to just, the Zoom links every day. I'm gonna tell y'all this. In 2018, you know, I used to do his mindset mastery calls. I used to look forward to that every single week. I never missed the mindset mastery, never. I look forward to that because that was the only environment that poured value into me. That was the only, those Zoom links was the environment that helped me grew. Guys, I'm telling you, you're gonna be distracted if you don't get around your mentor. You're gonna lose belief if you don't get around your mentor. It's the environment, guys. Oh my, I love this stuff. I ain't gonna lie, I love this stuff. See, understand this. God is a shepherd. And another fun fact is this. Your business is another way of saying your business is God's way of protecting you from the outside world. That's one thing that I realized the other day. Your business is basically God's way of God's way of protecting you from the outside world. Because you guys can think about this. Since you guys been plugged into this opportunity, it has been nothing but growth, has been nothing but good energy, has been nothing but, you know, people helping you grow. But when you're not plugged, when you wasn't plugged in, you wasn't in an environment that was helping you grow. You was in a negative environment. You was in an environment where you were just doing instead of becoming. The outside world, you just do. And here you become. And guess what? You have all the time in the world to become, right? So, like I said, God is a shepherd and you a sheep. But fun fact is this, sheep, they can't navigate on their own. Sheep cannot navigate on their own. You know, this is the thing. You have to understand, he is the one that's going to guide you in every single area. 1,000%. I want you guys to understand, guys, I'm 21 years old. Do you think I know everything in the world? I don't know everything in the world. Well, how do I maintain, walking in faith, you know, by myself? Because I understand that who's guiding me along my process. And that's what you have to understand. Even if there's nobody around you right now, you have to understand, like, you're good 1,000%, right? So understand this, guys. But what we tend to do is this. When we get in tight spots, we tend to, instead of waiting on him, we tend to actually make our own moves and figure it out ourselves. Guys, when I tell you this, that's what people go wrong at. And that's the thing. When you get to the place, if God calls you to it, he's going to give you everything you need to fully bring you through to the promise 1,000%. But what people tend to do when they get in tight spots, they tend to go out and do it themselves. Guys, I cannot tell y'all how much supernatural stuff goes on in my life behind the scenes. 1,000%. Like, y'all wouldn't even believe me if I told y'all. You would. All I'm saying is this. You're going to have everything you need if you can stay 10 toes down, 1,000%. What I'm saying is this. God provides in the deep. What's the deep? The deep is what you're doing right now. Why? Because you're the only one that's doing it out of everybody amongst your network. That's called the deep. If you in the deep, when you get a sense of, like, I don't know, or you get a sense of, like, man, I need guidance, that means that you're in the deep. And when you're in the deep, that God does the biggest miracles. He does the biggest things for you in the deep. He opened up doors for you in the deep. I want you guys to understand this. The deeper you get in your process, this is the thing. The higher you go up, the higher protection you get. The higher you go up, the higher protection you get. So understand this, guys. Outside of that, I want you guys to understand, guys, this opportunity is all about energy, enthusiasm, and belief, because it's the thing. A lot of y'all trying to go to war, but you stuck because of these three things. You're lacking energy, enthusiasm, and belief. We say get around the environments because this is the thing of entrepreneurship. You don't produce without energy. You don't produce without enthusiasm. You don't produce without belief. And because guess what? Because you don't have it, guess what energy you're transferring to your organization? That same energy, guys. Don't nobody want to listen to a lazy leader. Don't nobody want to listen to a dull leader. Most of you guys get on the phone and be like, hey, that's the guys, that's the thing. You got to check your energy. You got to ask yourself, are you charged up? This is the thing. You need to hang around people and get in environments that's gonna charge your battery, because if not, you're gonna get drained. You either in an environment that charges your battery or drains your battery. Point blank, period. In entrepreneurship, you're not gonna be able to last long term. Your goals, big goals you have, your goals don't happen until you become big. You wanna know a fun fact? Your goals don't happen until you become bigger than your goals. And what gets goals knocked out, what gets you moving, is energy, enthusiasm, and belief. So this is the thing: you have to purposely, on purpose, put yourself in situations that's gonna boost your energy. Why? Because it's the thing: when everything is all good and flowing, you just do without thinking. You're super excited. You show up every day. But the moment things don't go your way, your language change. And when language change, behaviors change. And now you start to have these doubtful thoughts and things like that. Why? Because you only move when you have energy, enthusiasm, and belief. So what I'm saying is, if you want to get that same, what is it called? It's called euphoria. What is euphoria? Let me look that up. Let me look that up real quick. It's called euphoria. See, one thing that y'all need that you're missing is called euphoria. You want to actually screenshot that, write that down. The definition of euphoria is a feeling or a state of intense excitement and basically happiness. That's called euphoria. Euphoria is a state, a feeling or a state of intense excitement and happiness. Guys, I was listening to this video the other day with Jalen Goss. And I have a testimony for myself as well, too. It's called euphoria. Listen to this. Listen to this. If y'all get this, you'll get it. In 2019, I had about 60 people at an event, 67 people in an event. A week later, 200 people joined the business in a week. Jalen Goss, he gave a testimony on how when he was a Platinum 5000 at his event. He said that they gave him the mic on stage, and he said that he was 200 people away from chairman. Listen, he said that he was 200 people away from chairman. And being that he was 200 people away from chairman, they said, when is your chairman date? He said, I'm going to get it done in the next 5 days. Listen to me. He was 200 away from chairman. And he said that he's going to get chairman done in the next 5 days. When he said that, guess who was in the crowd? His team was in the crowd, and everybody else was in the crowd. It was hundreds of people in the room. And when he said that he said that he didn't really believe it. But he said it. And when he said it, guess what the crowd did? The crowd went crazy. When the crowd went, everybody went crazy in the building. That's what he said. He said, guess what? Guess what, Edwin? Guess what? 2 days later, guess what happened? He went chairman in 2 days. Imagine. He went chairman in 2 days. And that's when it clicked. Guys, your vision needs energy. It needs euphoria. If you can focus on giving yourself a feeling of intense excitement and happiness every single day, you can give that to everybody else that's connected with you. You can get that same euphoria to your trading, get that same euphoria to your business, give that same euphoria to your social media. Guys, euphoria is the state that you want to live in, because when you're in that state of euphoria, you in something called like a godlike state. And when you're in a godlike state, you're always producing. You're never doubting. So what I'm saying is, when you need to go to the events and get in a different environment so you can get that feeling of euphoria. Guys, I'm gonna be honest. When new students come into the business and they get results, somebody drop in the chat box. What usually happens when they get results? They're what? Somebody drop it in the chat box. What happens? What usually happens when new students join? They're excited. That's called euphoria. That's called euphoria. So what I'm saying is, you have to get yourself in a state of intense excitement, right? So what I'm here to tell you is this: you need to start checking your temperature, right? You have to stay charged up. Who and how are you charging your battery every day? Who and how are you charging your battery every day? Guys, where I live right now, seeing this view, I'm hella inspired every day. What I'm saying is, guys, that's the process of entrepreneurship. If you can get that one piece, as far as like keeping your battery charged, I guarantee you for a fact, if you keep your battery charged and keep everybody around you battery charged, I guarantee you for a fact, everybody's going to listen. Everybody's going to show up. Everybody's going to take action, because it's the feeling of euphoria, right? This is the thing, guys. You work just like this phone. An example, just like your phone. If your iPhone die, you can't do nothing with it. But I'm gonna have to plug that iPhone into the source, into the plug to get it charged up, so I can use use it till its fullest capacity. With you, if you want to work and produce and manifest at your fullest capacity, you gotta charge yourself up. So that's why when you're around your mentor, that gives you a feeling, a state of euphoria. So what I'm saying is this: you need to stay in the right environment and stay charged up until the promise is manifested. You need to stay charged up and stay in that feeling of euphoria until the promise manifested. Intentionally do that. I guarantee you, if somebody on this call take me for what I'm saying, I guarantee you for a fact, you can look up 20 days from now, 30 days from now, and you'll be in a whole different place, 1,000%. This is why I tell you guys in Chicago, leverage the event on Saturday, because it's going to give you a feeling, a state of euphoria, 1,000%. This is the thing. God has given you everything you need to live a divine, godly life, right? God has to be the source, and everything else has to be a resource. What I mean is this. This is the thing. One thing I noticed was this. The higher you go up, the closer you're going to get to God, 1,000%. If you guys did not notice that, the higher you go up, the more you're going to depend on him. 1,000%. This hit me, 1,000%. So one thing you have to understand is this, guys, your next level is found in your mentor. Your next level is found in that person God has assigned in your life. He's giving you access, but we choose to deny access and not take advantage of it because we don't listen. So like I said, leverage the Zoom links to stay charged up, leverage the Go Lives to stay excited, and leverage being around your mentor to stay in that state of euphoria, right? This is the thing, guys, and I'm gonna bring this up too. This is something that I meditate all the time. It's called Philippians 4:6. It says, don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank him for all he has done. Then you will experience God peace, which exceeds anything we can understand. So, and then it says, this peace will guard your hearts and mind as you live in Christ Jesus. God, I cannot tell you this. I've been in so many tight spots in my life in entrepreneurship, but because I read this, guys, I'm never worried. And because I'm gonna tell you this, he come through every time and show up every single time. If you got money problems, did you pray about it? Did you ask God to give you wisdom? Did you ask God to help you? Most people know what they tend to do, go and make it happen themselves. Every time I probably did that, I probably make a dumb decision. Okay, you need advice in relationships. Did you invite God into that relationship? Because if you don't, guess what? It's gonna be a cycle. You're gonna move from relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship. Guess what? It was never them, it was you, because you didn't invite him into your circumstance. So all I'm saying is this, guys, as you begin to do that in every area of your life, and you begin to apply this, Philippians 4:6, don't worry about anything, instead pray about everything, because what he's doing, he's gonna send you wisdom. And when you get there, you're gonna understand to stop living cycles, right? So with that being said, guys, like I said, I'm gonna say this last thing. Guys, Peter was allowed to walk on water as long as he believed. And other facts, let me go back to this call. Peter was allowed to walk on water as long as he stayed charged up. Peter was allowed to continue to walk on water as long as he was still allowed to stay charged up. So what I'm saying is this, whatever your circumstance is, God is going to keep providing and keep opening up doors, and you're going to keep believing as long as you stay charged up. People only quit when their battery die out, meaning when they belief system get crushed, that's when they quit. When they don't stop believing, that's simply because their euphoria went away. Peter was allowed to continue to walk on water as long as he kept that euphoria up. The trading account was allowed to keep producing as long as that euphoria stayed up. Man, I hope this making sense 1,000%, because it's making sense to me. But nevertheless, guys, like I said, guys, environments is everything. Plug into the Zoom links. Plug into the Go Lives. Tap in, talk to your mentor every single day. Because when you do that, you stay charged up. And then you take that energy. Just think, energy is never lost. Energy is just transferred. Point blank, period. Energy is just transferred. So when you talk to your men, that's a transferring energy into you, into your belief system. You get that euphoria, right? So with that being said, guys, I'm done. Hope you guys got value. I hope you guys understand this. I hope you guys go out there and apply it. And again, guys, apply euphoria to your life every day. I guarantee you for a fact, all excuses will go away. I guarantee you for a fact you will take action. I guarantee you for a fact you don't care what's going on around you. Get that feeling of euphoria. I promise you it'll be good. So with that being said, I love y'all. Let me see out the top. Let's get it.